Hello people and welcome back to another video. Welcome to a live match preview. Manchester City, of course, play Chelsea tomorrow in a huge game. A huge Premier League game down at Stamford Bridge. It is no denying that this is, it's weird that it's this early on already in the season, but it's going to mean absolutely everything. So today, I thought I'd do a little bit of a live preview and chat away with you guys as well as talking about the game. I'll mainly try and get through my thoughts on the game before bringing you guys into the conversation, but I can see all your comments, so thank you so much for watching this, and don't forget as well to hit that like button. It is a live video right now. There's over 100 people watching, so let's get those likes up to 100. And of course, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, we are on the road to 60k on this channel, so if we get there, it'd be absolutely wonderful. I only need 20 more subscribers right now to get to 57,800, so every 100 is one step closer to what I love to see, so please do hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I also want to say hello to a couple of people. I mean, Lagan, man, 18 months as a member. Absolute legend. I'm good, mate. Good to see you there. Absolute legend there, Legand. And of course, as well, Scott Denemy saying, City, the best team in the land and all the world. Indeed, Scott, you absolute legend. It's good to see you in the chat and everyone else there. I love the energy. And that is the kind of energy that we are going to need tomorrow, because Chelsea, they're a very good side. They're a very good side. And it's going to be interesting tomorrow, isn't it? There's no denying already. I'm not saying this is... it's not absolutely critically crucial because it's a long season and many things can happen. But there's no getting past the fact that, unfortunately, this game does mean an awful lot already to our campaign. We can't ignore the fact that this game could set the tone. And mainly not just because what it could do for us, but it's what it could do for Chelsea. If they get 3 points here, they could genuinely feel the confidence that they need to run away with this Premier League. I mean, obviously, United, Liverpool, Chelsea are all tied at the moment, and we're only a few points behind them. But there's no denying that this is absolutely huge. At the same time, there's also no denying that this game is huge for us in a positive way, potentially. Now, we've got a scenario where we've already played as well. We've already played Spurs away. We've already played Leicester away. We've already, we're about to play Chelsea away. Then we've got Liverpool coming up. And of course, we've got Man United away only at the start of November. So we could get through the front half of this season, having played all the big teams basically away from home. And if we're in touching distance, we can't deny either that all of a sudden this becomes a very decent situation to be in. It becomes a very interesting situation because at that point, you know, we've only got the home games and we've got a lot easier games coming after that. So it does give you a little bit of confidence, doesn't it? But it's not going to be easy. Excuse me. This is going to be easy. The video today is live, by the way, because I am feeling a little bit run down. You can probably hear it in my voice as well, and I could not be bothered sitting at my laptop editing as well, so I thought I'd jump on and do a live video and chat away to you guys. But in terms of this game, what it's going to mean, man, it means a lot. It does mean a lot. We know our form hasn't been incredible, but it hasn't been terrible either. But we can't really deny the shadow that the Southampton game cast over the season so far. That was a frustrating game, and it came after, you know, all the controversy online where the fans took the brunt of the criticism, if we're being totally honest. After Pep's comments, whether we think it was true or not, did unfortunately invite some criticism onto others. So after that, we needed probably a little bit of positivity, but it didn't really unfold that way. The Southampton game was a little bit of a washout, a 0-0. Even if it had been surrounded by a 5-0, a 5-0, a 1-0, and a 6-3, it felt a little bit frustrating. We can't deny the energy from the Wycombe game. Obviously, the Wycombe game won't mean anything for this one, but it was nice to get a little bit of fun back into the fan base again. It was interesting. Onto this game myself, look, I know we're all nervous, of course you would be, but that is the point, isn't it? That is the point. You've got to bear in mind as well that there'll be Chelsea fans sat there feeling confident, of course, because they beat us 3 times in a row, which doesn't need repeating, but we can't ignore that. But there'll also be Chelsea fans out there who are also scared of us, and probably rightfully so, because they'll be thinking, surely we can't beat them 4 times in a row. Surely City will have the answers. Surely they've got the quality of players to actually do some damage here. And they're not wrong. I'm not saying they're right, but at the same time, they are not wrong. We have to remember the inherent quality this Manchester City side has got. And I do trust this team. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I would not be surprised at the same time if we turned up and did something pretty special, because we have got very good players, and we can't deny that we are capable of doing this. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. Will we win? I don't know the answer. I genuinely don't know the answer. But it's going to be a war. It's going to be a physical game. It could be a terrible game. I mean, the reason I think I'm not fully terrified of this game is mainly because I do often feel like we beat ourselves. Of course, there's one game where we were about to win, but Aguero dicked about with a penalty. And then also, of course, we rested an old lot of players in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and they knocked us out because we just played a poor team. And then, to be honest, in my opinion, and the opinion of many Manchester City fans that I've spoken to, and probably some of you guys in the chat right now as well, unfortunately, the Champions League final felt very much as well of, why didn't we just play the team that we could have played, you know, the team that we trust? We did do some weird tweaks in that Champions League final that wasn't catastrophically different, but it was different enough to nullify and blunt our own sharp sword, basically. So we have played ourselves, I guess is the point I'm getting at. We could do it again, and it could be that Chelsea have just improved enough to beat us anyway, even if we don't play ourselves. But there is still an element of doubt in this story, because we haven't really seen yet Manchester City at their best. And you've also got to remember that professional pride does come into this. There is no way. I mean, is there one game right now in this season that these players are more up for than Chelsea? Genuinely? Have they not got, this is a revenge mission. I'm not saying they're going to complete this revenge, but this clearly is that. They've got to avenge that Champions League loss and the last 3 games in a row. They have to. I mean, Brillo said Liverpool potentially in the chat, but no, the Liverpool game doesn't have right now the same weight that this one does. This one right now, to the players anyway, should be the one where they're like, fuck them, man. This is the one that we have to win. We have to find a way to win it because this is revenge. Once again, it's important. Let's get those likes up if you don't mind. 200 people watching, 74 likes. Hit that like button. Unless you don't want to, unless you're not finding this content. In that instance, thank you for hanging around anyway. But please do hit the like button if you don't mind. But this game, it's absolutely massive. The little bit of potential news is that Guardiola did say, he said, we still have a few injuries. Some did come back a little bit in training. Tomorrow we'll decide if they're ready to play or not. Not all of them are in contention, but some come back, and we will see how they react to training, and tomorrow we will see. Now, of course, we don't know who he's referring to there, but there is a decent chance that one or two of these players that have been injured potentially come back. We saw Rodri, Stones, and Laporte in training. They were picture training, which is a massive, massive boost. Of course, they are quality. They're absolutely quality players, and we need them, if we're being honest. I think we do need them. I think maybe some City fans are realising, actually, Rodri's a little bit better than we realise, and maybe we should have been a little bit less judgmental, because he's a good player. He's a very good player. So yeah, I'm hoping those 3 are back, or at least 2 of them. I'm hoping Rodri and one of the defenders. To me, given Stones has not played this season, literally hasn't because of injuries, I would love to see Laporte and Rodri back. That would be absolutely huge. Laporte and Rodri would massively change the team. I mean, either way, Pep has got an absolute nightmare on his hands trying to pick this team. I don't really know what he's going to do, because it's going to be incredibly hard. And I guess the question, once again in this video, is how do we beat Chelsea, man? How do we beat Chelsea? We'll get onto Chelsea's results and form in a bit and how we played. But I'm going to try and guess for now the team and how it would play. I'll go over to another tab because I've got a little thing that I'm going to try and build with you guys here. So this is just lineup builder, which is I'm using this. So I can't really see your comments right now. I'll get them up on here so I can see what everyone's saying at the same time. But lineup builder is what I'm going to use to do this. And honestly, you'll realise quickly how difficult this team is. At least the first one is easy, you know. Ederson, of course, will be in goal. That one is easy, you know. Ederson in goal. There's no question mark about that. Yeah, Scott, I thought he was injured too, but he's back. He's back in training now. So, you know, I think maybe they're exaggerating. But Ederson in goal is the obvious one. I think Kyle Walker will play at right back. There's no real debate there, I don't think, personally. And I think Cancelo will play at left back. It won't be Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. It won't be. We're not going to drop a kid into there. As good as he was the other day, I'd be surprised if he's even in the squad in this one. Not because he's not good enough, just because duty calls and he'll be back with the EDS, I reckon. But either way, that's pretty much certainly going to be the pair. Going to be the pair of fullbacks. Now, obviously, Diaz is this guy here. Diaz is going to be the right centre-back. Now, do we know if Stones and Laporte are going to play? I don't know. I reckon Laporte's got more of a chance than Stones, simply because it was only a minor injury for him, a minor knock, whereas Stones has not really got the fitness yet, I don't think, yet to play, even if he was back in training. So I wouldn't suspect he would play. Zinchenko, by the way, I think possibly still is injured. He's not been spotted yet back in training. So here, at left centre-back, it's going to be Ake, or Laporte. Laporte is an outside chance, I reckon. I'll put him next to him down the bottom, but I can't see. I reckon it might be Ake, so I've gone for that there. Laporte potentially there maybe, but I mean if there's an element of Laporte being fit, I do think we'll get there. Now obviously in midfield here, what's it going to be? I think Rodri will play this. I think he'll be fit. I'm hoping. Maybe it's just optimistic, but I think Rodri will be there. It won't be in Mbete. No, there'll be no academy lads other than Phil Foden anywhere near this pitch because it's Chelsea. And Guardiola absolutely fetishizes experience more than anything. But I'm hoping and thinking Rodri's back in training and it was only a minor injury. I'm hoping, thinking, praying, crossing my fingers that Rodri actually is the one to be here. I think he'll be fine. I think I'm going to play. So I'm going to say that. Now, this is where it gets really difficult. Now, if anyone watched my Twitch stream last night, we went through every possible permutation here. And honestly, you don't have to agree with me, but this is once again what I think. I think in this situation, when you've got this many midfielders available, when you've got the likes of Gundogan, De Bruyne, if Gundogan's available, of course, Gundogan, De Bruyne, you've got Foden, you've got Grealish, you've got Bernardo, we've got so many people. I think in this instance, Ferran Torres loses out in the seniority card. I think we'll go back to a false nine. I genuinely think we will do, man. I think we'll lose. We'll lose the false nine, unfortunately. Lose Ferran Torres, and I think we'll go back to a false nine. I'm not saying this is what I would do personally, though I'd be probably slightly tempted, but this is what I reckon. Thank you very much to the wife in the chat there. Definitely not working. Oh, it's fair enough. It's 2 minutes to 5, so she's allowed to. Nicola's in the chat. But Don Robbie fan's gone, by the way. For what someone said, a guy called Don Robbie fan gave me a stick, but Don Robbie's in my phone book, mate. Your idol is in my phone book, and he texts me quite a lot, and me and him made videos together. So stick that one in your virtual pipe and smoke it. So the guy that you Robbie's class, me and Robbie. Well, good bloke, and we'd be doing videos all together if I was in London, but unfortunately I'm not. But either way, I reckon I'm going to start backwards here with the team. I think Bernardo's going to play as a false nine to run from the front. I'm going to put him there. I think Grealish will be over here on the left, almost certainly. I think I've got a feeling this is going to be Jesus or Mahrez. I reckon it'll be Jesus. I know that's not popular. I don't think it'll be Sterling, but I reckon Jesus is going to play on the right. This is what I personally think will happen, which I'm hoping we'll see Foden and De Bruyne. It could be Gundogan, but this is what I reckon Guardiola will do. I think it'll be that. I'm not saying I'm right for what it's worth. This is just what I reckon he'll do. It could easily be, of course, it could be Foden's on the bench. Bernardo could end up there instead, and we could see Sterling through the middle, man. We could see this where you got Sterling here if Foden's not ready. But I still think Foden will play. So I'm going to put Bernardo back there. I'm going to put Foden back over here, man. I think it'll be something like that. I could be wrong. Mahrez might be on the left, on the right, sorry. But I've got a feeling Guardiola thinks if we're going to beat Chelsea, we have to have someone who's going to press on the centre-backs aggressively. So this is my feeling here. I think Mahrez is brilliant, and I think he probably should play. But I reckon Guardiola will go for people who are going to run and run and run and run. But I might be wrong. What they said, say we should be popping pills in there. Yeah, so reckons we should just basically spike them. Probably the best thing we can do, really, there, unfortunately. But this is what I reckon will happen. Does anyone else got an alternative to this? I mean, I don't think you've got to have Sterling there, Brillo. I mean, maybe Sterling could play. If I was trying to look at a different way of playing it, let's say if you tried to do like a 3-4-3 or something like that, let's just move it around together on screen right now. So maybe Walker would be the right centre-back and something like this. I mean, hopefully in this instance you'd want, I don't know, man. So Cancelo would be over here. It would be honestly, it probably would be Foden. I know that's mad, but you could do something like that, which is insane. You probably would put Foden there, which is, it's mad, but that's what I reckon you would do. If you played some kind of, I don't know, maybe you'd have Bernardo out here, something like that, and then and you'd probably play Sterling in the middle, knowing Guardiola. This is not what I would do, but if you're doing some kind of matching him at the back, you could have some weird variation like that or something. I don't know, but what I know is it's going to be really, really a weird idea. It's going to be strange. It's going to be strange, but I still think it would go back to what it was. I mean, when we go into Chelsea anyway, let's get Chelsea up over here. I've got some of their results. So here's Chelsea's results. Let me just move this over here 1 second. Let me move this around. Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of editing on the fly. Look at that editing. I'm going as fast as I can. There we go. So here's Chelsea's results here, as you can all see on screen right now. You know, obviously they beat Aston Villa the other day. I'm not trying to get Sterling in, Jack. You just got to bear in mind. Someone said trying to get Sterling in. I've just got to bear in mind Guardiola gets Sterling in. So you got him into the Champions League final. So I'm not trying to guess what I think you should do. I'm trying to guess what Guardiola will do. And if you don't like that, I don't really get it. But I know Sterling isn't in good form at the moment. But you know, Guardiola would probably find a way, knowing him. This is what he does. I missed the super chat earlier, by the way. I go back over to there. Where has it gone? It was, let's have a look. Where has it gone? It was Omar saying, so nervous for the next 3 days. 3 wins, fingers crossed. Oh man, hope you're right, mate. That would be incredible. I mean, all of a sudden, Omar, if that happens, mate, big love for the super chat. All of a sudden, life gets very, very interesting, doesn't it? It gets incredibly interesting. Will it happen? Probably not, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got 4 points from these 2 league games. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because I think we've got a lot to prove. Omar, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. But let's go back to Chelsea's results again. You know, obviously, let me just zoom in a bit there. Is that a little bit better? And move it around a tiny bit. Just editing as make this up as we go along. That's their results. So it's 3-0 against Spurs is impressive. 1-0 away to Chelsea. Obviously, the Villa game was interesting for me, because if we look at the Villa game, I'm not sure if this will show it in the centre or not, but I'll move it over for you now as well. Ignore my face being covered there. But this is the Villa game there. Statistically, Villa were really, really impressive. They were genuinely impressive. And we can't ignore that, man. We can't ignore that. It's honestly... It's quite notable how they had a lot of chances there. They genuinely did. And look at their lineup, how Villa played. So this is how Chelsea played. Chelsea played with 3 at the back there. They played Chalaboa, Thiago Silva and Rudiger. They played Hudson-Odoi as a right wing-back, which would be interesting. I think James will start this one as well. Kovacic, Saul and Alonso, and Ziyech, Havertz and Lukaku. I wouldn't expect a massively different team. Saul had a nightmare, so it will be Kante. He's back in the team. But what did they do? Villa, they went 5-3-2, so that was interesting. They played Matty Cash and Target as wing-backs with Watkins and Ings there. And they had a lot of joy, so it was interesting to see how... how much joy they got from this game played in that particular way. And they got, obviously Chelsea were really clinical there. Aston Villa had their chances, but Chelsea were just clinical, and we can't really ignore that, man. It was impressive for them. Don't forget as well, guys, hit that like button if you don't mind, and hit that subscribe button as well. It'd be massively appreciated. I need another 20 subs to get to 57,800. I hope you're enjoying this little way of doing the videos as well, by the way, the live videos. So we look at how they played as well against Tottenham. This is how they lined up against Tottenham there. So we've got, they had a Kepa in goal, of course, but I think Mendy's back. Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, Azpilicueta and Alonso, of course, they love the wing-backs. Kovacic, Jorginho, Mount, Havertz, Lukaku. Mount's out this game, so it'll be Ziyech, I think, on the right. He's had decent joy against us. Yeah, and Sean's right. For Villa, Mendy was quality in goal for them, so that was a thing. But we know they're going to play through the back, obviously. When you think about Chelsea, it's going to be Thiago Silva, Rudiger. It's going to be Christensen or Asprey. I reckon Alonso will play left wing back. Chilwell is just back, I think, from injury or something like that, isn't he? But it'll be Alonso because he's in good form for them. And probably Reece James on the right, I reckon. Kovacic, Kante, and then Havertz, Lukaku, and probably Ziyech. Maybe Werner for his pace has had a little bit of joy against us. But either way, we are going to have to press from the front. We are going to have to be really, really aggressive. I mean, that's how they played against Spurs. Against Zenit, this is how they lined up. The thing is, Lukaku's the problem, isn't he? Because he just seems to score goals. This is how they played against them. They played, obviously, once again, Azpi, Christensen, Rudiger. it's what you expect, really. They've got a style of play, and they kind of stick to it. They are very good at it. They don't absolutely batter teams, They really don't. Only a couple of shots on target in that one. They weren't exactly all over them. But he made it count. They're ruthless. That's the thing about Chelsea. They are strong, they are ruthless, and they don't really waste chances. So Lukaku is banging form. He's got an awful lot to prove. Against Arsenal, this is how they got on. Let's have a look at the stats for the Arsenal game. They were all over Arsenal, to be fair, but Arsenal are pretty poor. So there's nothing impressive about that. This was their lineup. Once again, Azpi, Christensen, Rudiger. It's kind of the defence they play with a little bit of experience. And then, of course, Alonso, Kovacic, Jorginho, James, Mount, Havertz, Lukaku. So we kind of know how they're going to play. I mean, it's really obvious. There's no real surprises. And I guess it's on to us now to see how we play, which will be really, really interesting. I don't know is the honest answer. It's going to be an absolute insanely difficult game. It's going to be a really difficult game. But I, at the same time, I think we have to be relatively confident. We don't have to be confident, actually. I feel like we have to at least express the idea of confidence as a team. We have to go out there and find a way. Energy and clinicism. I'm really hoping that Phil Foden is fantastic. I'm hoping that Phil Foden's energy that he brings back into the team, he has that little special something, Phil Foden, where I can absolutely imagine him spinning away from someone and causing a little bit of trouble. De Bruyne is going to have something to prove after Rudiger tried to decapitate him in the Champions League final, of course. I'm really hoping a revived and fit Bernardo Silva will be really, really key for us as well. Diaz is going to have a huge game. Walker and Cancelo will as well. Everyone's going to have to... that's right. Players have to be confident. We don't. That's what I meant. But I think they will. I think they will be, because they're Manchester City, and you got to bear in mind we are capable of big victories. It's going to be difficult. It's really going to be difficult, but why not have a little bit of hope until we have no reason to? We have to find a way to believe, don't we? We have to, man. For what it's worth, the only good thing is I don't really care about the PSG game, and I don't think Manchester City will either. I know it's a big game because Mbappe and Neymar and it's Messi's new club and so on. But it doesn't really matter, because we're going to beat Club Brugge, in my personal opinion. We're most likely going to beat Club Brugge both times, and I think we'll beat Leipzig, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get something from PSG at home. So that game doesn't matter. We can go for it and then rest midweek some players if you want to. I would sacrifice the PSG game for this one. Messi is potentially out, as Sean just pointed out in the comments, and then of course we can rest a few players there ahead of the Liverpool game. But no one thinks we'll win 6-0, Tron. They're just trolls or messing around, mate. So don't take it too seriously. We're not going to win 6-0. In terms of me, I reckon... someone's been homophobic in the chat. Imagine being that person. They're gone anyway. They're absolutely gone. And it's a Chelsea fan being homophobic. Not all Chelsea fans, of course. But, it is what it is. But either way... I'm going to say we'll get a draw, I reckon. I can't predict a victory, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we did impress people. Never underestimate a wounded dog. And what I mean by that, he bites back. And I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester City did have something to prove. The players do feel motivated for this game, because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? This is a game where they've been questioned. They've been absolutely... they're all embarrassed for 3 games in a row now, so they really want to get over the darkest days in their professional career. Like Ruben Diaz said, he felt like shit for days after that game. I think it was Rodri said that, actually. He felt like shit for days after it. So yes, they are absolutely going to be up for this. They're massively going to be up for it. Well, I mean that, of course, language of football. I'm not going to turn around and say every Chelsea fan is a dick, because they're not. I know a buddy of Chelsea fans that are absolutely fucking lovely, but some can be, and so some of our fans. I've blocked a few people, Man City fans, on our channel, so I'm not going to name names or anything like that. But we've all got our dickhead fans, but some fan bases have a few as well, maybe a few more. But either way, that guy's gone now. But this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. If you want to come and chat a little bit more, I might go live over on Twitch for a little bit. No, I can't be bothered. I'm too tired. I just realised I might do it in about an hour or so. And if I'm feeling a little bit up for it. Right now, I am genuinely tired, so there'll be no watch long tomorrow, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry, but it's for good reason. I will be on Manchester City's live show. I think I'll bring example up right now because I want to just like slightly flex a little bit, if I'm being honest. I love being a Man City's live show. It's really good fun. I'll be on that tomorrow alongside Nadim Anua and of course as well, it'll be Nadim Anua and Natalie Pike, and I can't wait. Here's me over here. If I jump over, here's me waffling away. That was me on Manchester City's live show. Look at me. Go on me. Go on me. I did all right that day, I think. I did okay. I tried my best. And it was good fun. It was good fun. That's me on Manchester City channel there. So there we go. Here I am. But if you want to catch me tomorrow over there, I would love to see you in the chat and so on. I can't see it afterwards, but I'll be there alongside Natalie and Nadim as well. It'd be an awful lot, a lot of fun. Nadim's class. Nadim's a good. Me and Nadim get on really well. He invited me to play football the other day. Nadim is class. He's a good bloke. What a top class lad. They did give me the clothes for free. Yes, looking forward to that. That'll be going live at like 11:30. 11:30. They gave me that jacket for free, which is really nice of them. Big up Manchester City there. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you there at 11:30. And then afterwards as well, the EDS, by the way, the EDS play bang on at 3 p.m. afterwards at the Academy Stadium. Come to that, man. Come to that. I'm going to go be there as well. So my match reaction to the Chelsea game won't be immediately after because I'll be here in the studio, of course, chatting away about the Southampton game and I will also then be going straight to the EDS game afterwards to catch it. Hopefully not to cheer myself up. Hopefully to enjoy a little bit more football. And yes, I got to keep the jacket. I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Manchester City. Did they give you every single time you go? No, I've had a t-shirt and this, and I've been about 5 times now. So I can't complain now, man. I can't complain. Either way, guys, thank you very much for watching. You're all absolutely awesome. Please do hit that subscribe button. Have you enjoyed this live preview, by the way? I hope you have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing it, actually. I felt quite good. It's quite good fun chatting away to you guys. At the same time, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, like button, let me know down in the comments. I'll do my best to jump on live tomorrow morning, maybe for a little pre-game Twitch stream or something like that. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, SC Durov. I'm not the fan face, if that makes sense, but I know what you're getting at. I don't represent all Manchester City fans, but it's nice. It's nice to have the support. So thank you very, very much. You're all absolutely awesome. For now, though, thank you very much. I'll catch you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Come on, City. Let me know your thoughts once again down in the comments. Thank you for everyone who's watched it live. You're all absolutely awesome. I will see you all very, very soon. Hopefully with a big smile on my face. In a bit, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Big love to the Patreons, including Scott, who's my Patreon producer, and all the members as well. I enjoyed this live preview, actually. It's good fun. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Come on, City, man. Come on. Bye-bye.